Thrilled to be joined by the ace of the staff for now. I'll call you that. I know you guys are all battling for that spot, but Clev is out, okay? And you did have the most wins last year within the pitching staff, so we'll call you the ace. Shane Bieber joining us here on the Kenny and JT Show. And Shane, last year, a great year for you. You emerged as one of the top pitchers, not only on this team, but in the American League. Just reflect a little bit back on your regular season and what you were able to accomplish and how that momentum, I guess, you can take into this year.
Yeah, it was an incredible year for many reasons, both on a personal basis and on a team basis. You know, we faced a ton of adversity, and a lot of guys had to step up and take on different roles, myself included, but also guys like Aaron Savali, Zach Plesac, Plutko, Jeffrey Rodriguez. We faced a lot of injuries, unfortunately, but you know, we kind of bonded together really well in that clubhouse and still managed to win 93 games, make a run at it. Unfortunately, fell a little bit short, but I feel like we can kind of take that exposure and that momentum going into this year. Obviously, we've got a couple new faces, but you know, really liking the way this clubhouse is meshing right now. And obviously, it's early, but really like the guys that we got.
It was an exciting run, to say the least. What do you do in the off season? I mean, what is your normal routine during this long off season?
I try and keep it relatively similar to in season. Obviously, just the workload's a little bit down in the beginning of the off season, but working out every other day and throwing the throwing schedule obviously ramps up throughout the off season, but keeping things pretty simple and relatively similar to the season, I find is the best way to do it.
Is there a new wrinkle, something you worked on that you didn't maybe throw as much of last season, that's something you really want to, you know, throw at guys this year? Because like Kenny said earlier, we were interviewing Oscar Mercado. Other players have the book on you now.
Right.
Do you throw something different at them?
Yeah, I've been working on an extra pitch and also trying to develop my changeup. I threw like 4 or 5 of them yesterday in 13 pitches. So, you know, it came and went in waves last year, and I'm just trying to build consistency with it and try and make it more of a swing and miss pitch.
So how many pitches do you have? Like, we'll compare you to Trevor Bauer. Do you have like 38 pitches like Trevor does, or how many do you have?
I guess, yeah, I feel like he well, I got 4-seam up and away, and those are 2 different pitches. No, I guess I got 4 or 5.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So, and for you, that's for what you do. That's every pitcher's different, right? So location and your style, it's, you know, keeping the hitters guessing.
Right.
So you're confident and you're comfortable with it. That's what matters most to you, right, Shane?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like you stick to your strengths, but there are definitely times within the game where, you know, hitters kind of have a book on you, and you got to switch things up, and that's where sequencing comes in, and trust in whoever's back there behind the plate, whether it's Sandy or Roberto or whoever it may be, and working together and being on the same page with them, and hopefully you're seeing the same things, and you can make pitches accordingly.
Shane, over 200 innings pitched last year. How do you gear up for something like that?
Well, I mean, over the last 3-4 years, I've racked up the innings, you know, both going in 2016 from adding my college season into you know, short season pro ball, and then after that I think I threw like 175 and then 197 or something like that. So it hasn't been much different. Obviously the innings up in the major leagues are a little bit more taxing just because of the environment and how much you're putting into each and every pitch, but took a little bit of time off and really just tried to keep my off-season routine as similar to the season and the off-season before as I could.
I got to ask you this question. Anybody that's ever picked up a baseball in the backyard, maybe played backyard baseball or whatever, tried to be a pitcher or whatever, and you throw like 4 or 5 fastballs, it feels like your arm's going to fall off. How does a pitcher at any level not feel that?
Just practice. I feel like, you know, maybe guys just get numb to it. Obviously, you develop your arm strength, and over years and years and years and repetition after repetition. But I mean, I've been throwing the ball since I was, as long as I can remember, since I could walk. So it's just kind of something I've always done, and I think most guys will tell you the same thing. It's something that we've always done, and we've grown accustomed to throwing a lot of pitches. And obviously, it's different for relievers. Relievers, like, I don't know how starters throw so many, and then starters are like, I don't know how you throw so hard, and you know, it's different kinds of guys and different types of pitching styles. But as for starters, I feel like we're just kind of groomed to be able to throw quite a bit.
We're talking with the All-Star Game MVP from last year. I know. We'll get to this now. 2019 All-Star Game MVP, and not just any All-Star Game. It was in Cleveland. Shane Bieber, and thanks that Shane signed this baseball for us, and for our Wishes charity. We're going to auction this off later this year. Go back to that night. Number one, getting the call to be an All-Star, and then number two, you're going to pitch in the game, and then number three, you strike out the side and you're the MVP. Take us back.
Yeah, the getting the call was something that I thought I had a chance at originally. Didn't get the make the first wave, and was like, all right, hopefully next year I'll put together a better first half. And eventually got that, somebody dropped out and got that fill-in spot, and then they told me I was going to throw in the 5th inning. I was like, all right, let's do it. I was a little bit on short rest, but I was amped up. Obviously, it's good to have that game in Cleveland at another level of comfort for me and familiarity, which if it was in a place like LA this year, would have had a lot of travel from Cincinnati the day before to LA, and it was already a whirlwind enough in Cleveland. So it was an incredible weekend full of some crazy experiences and some first time moments for me and my family and friends, and it was a special time. And then to get out there on the mound, and I just wanted 3 outs. I didn't care how they came, but I'm obviously happy with how they came, and the kind of the effect after that, and the award, obviously. And it was a special moment, the inning, feeling all the energy from the crowd, and obviously the home crowd, and sharing that moment with them was special for me.
You made Tito jump out of his seat. Nobody does that, dude.
Yeah, no, that was cool. I got tagged in a couple videos after the game, and I saw that, and that was special.
Yeah. Did you get the truck?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Did you do something special to it? Did you trick it out?
I told them load it up.
Yeah?
Load it up. Yeah.
Nice. When you look back on that, obviously the individual moment was great, but also Cookie and what he was going through last year, and you guys came out to support him as well. Got to believe that meant as much to you as winning the award, right?
It meant a ton. I know for him, for us, for the Indians, the city of Cleveland, it was just a special moment, and I remember that much better than I remember the inning that I pitched. Partially because things were moving pretty fast for me throughout the inning, but to share that moment with Cookie on the field and everybody standing up in the stands, and you can kind of feel the energy and really people watching the broadcast around the world. So it was special, and to feel that sort of sense of that uniting moment for the crowd and the people, and really everybody. He's a special guy and a special person, a special teammate, and I know he means a lot to all of us in the clubhouse, but all of everybody in the community.
All right, to hit him with the Beeps thing that we said we were going to do with the concerts and all that. He's the only one in Cleveland, right? In Ohio.
Oh, that's right. They canceled Justin Bieber's concert.
Oh, did they?
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, you're the real.
When did they cancel?
Lack of ticket sales, man. Here's the thing,
They were coming to see you and not him.
Well, here's the problem. You got to remember, here's a guy that was really attracting a 16-year-old female crowd. He ends up getting married in what would basically be considered the off season.
Yeah.
So coming into the regular season, which would have been the concert date, concert gets canceled because they don't want to go see a married guy.
How about that?
Is that the reason?
I'm not getting personal. I don't know what
that's what he thinks.
Does his voice change once he gets married?
It probably does, amongst other things, right?
I think he's still a pretty talented guy. That's but I hear it's canceled.
So you're the Bieber show. It's you in Cleveland. That's the only Bieber show they're going to see this year.
For the time being, yeah. If he's not coming, then it's me, I guess.
Absolutely. Hey, Shane, continued success. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you down at the ball yard.
I appreciate it.
Thanks. Shane Bieber checking in with us here on the Kenny and JT Show. Back with more right after this.